If you live in the Western world, make sure you watch this video because a lot of innocent people's life have been ruined. A lot of innocent people are in jail today because of things like this. It is the person who knows you very well that would end up destroying you if you are not careful. A 46 years old Zimbabwean, Ashton Guramatunhu, was yesterday sentenced to prison. The saddest part of this brother's story is that he almost ruined an innocent person's life because of his behaviors. The guy was lucky because I have heard worse stories, because a lot of us in the Western world, we are very, very careless with our identity. This is why today's story is absolutely important. A Zimbabwean guy, this guy, he has lived in the UK since 2013. He has been here. He met another Zimbabwean who said, oh, he ran into this Zimbabwean guy. The Zimbabwean guy said, oh, he's my brother. We are from the same country. Magadi, hey, Tenipo Magadi. Not knowing that this guy is a monster who is looking for somebody to ruin his life. He became friends with this Zimbabwean guy. This Zimbabwean guy did not know that Ashton had nefarious motive in his mind. He thought the way he smiles with Ashton, the way Ashton comes across to him, the way he sees Ashton, that is the way Ashton sees him. This guy is a crook. This guy became close to Ashton to the point where Ashton now knows this guy's details. He knows this guy details. This guy is a nurse. Ashton himself, he was a nurse before. He couldn't work as a nurse because he got criminal conviction for obstruction of justice. So people still thought this guy was a nurse. It's just like you are a nurse. You run into a nurse that somebody you used to know is the nurse. Ah, bro, where are you working? I say, I'm working in a so-so place. And you talk and the exchange became friends. This guy used that opportunity to harvest innocent man, Christmas Mugosarua. That is Christmas name. Christmas name gave this guy his detail, just your last name, gave this guy the detail. The guy left Christmas. He started using Christmas name to start working. For 4 years, this brother was going everywhere, telling everybody, oh, I am Christmas. He used Christmas name to register with 4 agencies, and he was making a killer money. This brother made more than £142,000. While he was making this money, we had a lot of women. He was enjoying champagne, living life with this guy's identity. So one day he went to work, and all the places he was working, in most cases, he was the only nurse there. One day the guy was at work. He restrained a vulnerable person. And the way he restrained the vulnerable person, people became concerned that, the way you manhandle this guy is too rough. They became concerned and they put in a complaint to the Nursing and Midwifery Council. The Nursing and Midwifery Council, they started investigating this guy. They were investigating Christmas, whereas it's Ashton that is pretending to be Christmas. When Christmas was at home one day, he received a letter in the post. He opened the post and he says, dear Christmas, you are being investigated for professional misconduct. Christmas said, what? He said, you've been working in the north of England and all these places. Christmas said, I haven't even believed, I don't even know where they are talking about. I don't work there. What is going on? This is not me. I've never worked in these places. I've never registered with this agency. Remember, he saw Ashton, who he thought is my brother from Bolewai. We speak the same Shona language. We eat the same Zaza. so I can trust my brother. If I don't trust my Zimbabwean brother outside the UK, who do I need to trust? After all, Robert Mugabe, our grandfather, said we should all love each other wherever we find ourselves. This guy was under investigation. They said, no, it is you. You are the one that you are the one that we are investigating, because it's not possible for someone to be using your full ID. This guy was shocked. This guy, Christmas, was suspended from work because he was under investigation. Not knowing that completely Ashton is the one that's been using it. So Ashton, they started investigating. They realized that something doesn't add up here. I don't think that this is the man who has used the identity, who's committed this crime. When they traced the thing, they then traced it to Ashton. Meanwhile, Ashton has been talking to a lot of women in Africa. Among the women he's been telling that he's making a lot of money. He's a rich guy. He's enjoying life. He's a nurse making a lot of money in a year. He's been sending all this money to women and that he met on Facebook and other social media sites, enjoying his ill-gotten wealth. When he heard that the police are after him, the boy bought tickets. He thought he had a lot of money. He flew straight to Zambia. He went to Zambia with the women he was met on Facebook, and he was enjoying life there. Because he had money, the women said, I love you. When these guys' money finished, he couldn't maintain the life again. And those women said, brother, where's the money when money is not coming again? The brother was broke. He got on the plane. He said, I can't continue to live like this in Zambia. I better go to England. At least it's better for me to be in prison in England. If I'm in prison, I'm not going to be paying council tax. I'm not going to be worried about bills. I'd rather go to England and face the music than for me to be living in Zambia. The guy boarded his flight. He flew back to England. As soon as he arrived in England, that is when they told him, welcome back to England. We'll be waiting for you. He was arrested, and this guy initially pretended I didn't know what they were talking about. I said, no, I don't. It's not possible for me to use someone else's document to work. When they then presented the evidence before our brother Ashton, Ashton still insisted that he is not the one. He went to court, and the judge said, this man should not have been in that place. He is a nurse who was using someone else's document to work. And the judge looked at this man and said, you deserve to go to jail. And this guy was only sentenced to 4 years in prison, which some people have been alarmed by, that given the magnitude of crime that this guy committed, he would have ruined someone else's life. This guy ought to have gone to jail for a long time. Do you think that the guy 4 years in prison is enough, given the fact that this brother made over 142,000 pounds from this fraud? Now, a lot of people, that what you need to understand, a lot of people are getting points of their driving license today for driving offenses that they have not committed. You live with somebody, they harvest your ID and start using your ID to even buy things online, committing all sorts of fraud, and you are just at home. One day you start seeing bills for something you do not know. So what are the lessons that you can learn from this story? Be very careful who you share your sensitive information with. You only know your heart. You do not know what is in someone else's heart. Criminals, they don't write it on their head that I'm criminal, I'm looking for somebody to scam. They are going to come and befriend you, come like they have good intention towards you. They just want to get close to you. Some of them are within your family. This guy, at Christmas, told this guy was from the same Zimbabwe. I could trust my Zimbabwean brother, not knowing that he was dealing with a criminal who was just looking for somebody to exploit. The guy now, Christmas, this thing affected him. He had an impact on his mental health, that he was suspended until they found out that he's not the one. Can you imagine the stress that this must have caused to Christmas, who only thought, I met my Zimbabwean brother, let me be friends with my Zimbabwean brother. And now this guy has been jailed yesterday. Do you have any sympathy for the guy? Do you think that 4 years in prison reflect the seriousness of the crime that the guy committed? If you know anyone that lives in the Western world, this thing can happen to anyone, anywhere. Kindly ensure that you share this video with them. Let me know what your views are, whether you have any sympathy for Ashton. The guy will come out in 4 years' time, and it's not going to end. He's going to come up with a new identity, and you carry on looking for the next victim. The next victim could be you, it could be me. But you can help ourselves by educating ourselves. Give this video a like, share so that other people can learn. Let me know whether you think that this man deserves your sympathy or he deserves